Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We're continuing Invincible. This is season 2, episode 2, titled in about I can't even say it. In about 6 hours, I lose my virginity to a fish. That's a unique title.
That's a title.
That's a title right there. I am intrigued, I guess, about what's gonna happen in this episode. But it's good getting back into the world of Invincible. There's already so much going on, a lot of setup. We're a little late with this one, and there are a handful of reasons for that. You can always take a look at the community page where we put out updates and so on. If we don't put out videos in time, or yeah. Take a look at the community page once in a while, because we will let you know if there are delays, just like with this one. But anyway, enough talking. Are you ready to get into it?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Before we do, though, I want to ask you guys to please subscribe to the channel, like the video, throw in a comment. It really helps out when you do that. It really helps the channel when you do that. Damn, I'm doing great in this intro. You can also check out our Patreon page where you can watch uncuts, sing it out to your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for some of the other shows that we're doing at the moment. There's a link down in the description below. Okay, I got through it. Invincible, Season 2, Episode 2. I'm not going to say the title again.
Just...
Here we go.
Target is Doc Seismic.
No, are we going to see that guy again?
Looks like it. When
Didn't he
was in the...
die?
No, but...
Ooh, the whole Mars thing. That was also something pretty crazy they left.
I always wanted to be my dad.
Again.
What if that happens?
It's been an honor, sir.
Yeah, right. See, he died. And then he was in the previous episode. I know, like, when I was editing, I was like, wait, didn't that guy die? Yeah, okay.
I see a bright new world with a special place for each and every one.
Oh.
Oh, he's not there?
No.
He'll be here. He promised.
Look at you! You thieves! Rapists!
There he is.
Criminals!
How? How's he alive?
We didn't see a body, right?
I don't know. Didn't he get, like, drowned in lava or something?
Professor Seismic, right?
Doc Seismic. I never taught.
But didn't you fall into like a huge pool of lava?
I fell into a new realm of understanding.
Oh, he's, like, a hardcore environmentalist or something,
right.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Everything else, we're taking back.
We?
Yeah, we. Whoa!
I made a few new friends.
We made friends with the lava.
Yeah.
Sometimes life hits you with everything it's got.
Whoa.
Without testing your limits, you will never know how strong you truly are.
Ooh. Okay, come on, Mark.
Even your greatest heroes are useless against the power of...
Oh, he's just going through the... Okay.
Nice save, Mark. Would have been better if you had stopped him before he destroyed another one of America's greatest treasures.
Yeah.
It's not destroyed.
It's just...
As the great Abraham Lincoln once said, whatever you are, be a good one.
Did he, though?
Did he?
Did he really say that? It doesn't sound very Lincoln-y.
Oh, ask Immortal.
Oh man, wait till I tell you about this guy. He's a case against higher education.
Amber Justine Bennett.
But hey, he got his high school degree?
Diploma?
Diploma? I don't know. They obviously...
Yes.
Yeah.
He got a piece of paper.
Yes. And a handshake.
Mm-hmm. Very
And
important.
a funny hat.
And a funny hat.
Everyone please rise. Congratulations.
Is that now when they throw the hats?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Oh, and he threw it way the fuck up there. Oh no.
Be bold. Be original.
Oh no.
Be...
Hey!
I'm gonna find the trashiest reality show I've never heard of and binge every episode twice. Eve, please tell Amber how to properly vacay.
Do you ever miss punching bad guys in the face? Seems cathartic.
Right now, I'm just happy helping people.
Speak.
Good for you, Adam Eve.
Wow.
Well, what makes you think I know anything about Martians? I have to visit the urination chamber.
Urination chamber.
What? The Whiz Palace?
The Whiz Palace?
Fine. Everything's okay, yeah. Sorry, how long have you been standing there? Not that it matters, because I have...
That voice sounds very familiar.
This is the U.S. Space Administration, not therapy.
Oh, God.
So go get some therapy.
I swear on my 3-chambered heart, just please do not stab all 3 of them.
Christ on a Christmas tree. No one's killing anybody.
Is he not listening to what he's saying?
He doesn't know how anything works.
No, but is he not?
Oh, like the administrative guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not suspicious enough.
I'm just trying to help.
How do I know that's the code?
You know what? Go stuff your coat up your ass. I live in that building, and if it was up to the bureaucrats, we'd be sleeping in high school gyms until Labor Day.
Oh?
Yeah, that makes me a bit worried. Because like...
If it's not up to code?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna make a little park.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Leslie Knope would be proud.
Yeah.
You don't have to do everything Cecil tells you.
Yeah, Mom, I kinda do. The last time I did this on my own, half a city got destroyed.
I understand.
No.
It's not your fault.
Mark, I need you.
Thank God.
What?
I have to go.
Wait, Mark,
Thank
wait.
God. Damn.
Kate, is that you? I've got a boo-boo that could use some dupla kisses. Oh, are you shitting me? You goddamn geriatric hypocrite.
Oh.
Please.
We called them heroes, role models.
I don't really feel bad for him.
Welcome to our first annual commemoration.
Whoa,
of the massacre
we
that
bought a
shaped
lot
the
of
world.
super
We
pizza.
began by honoring Aquarius, king of Atlantis.
And just eating it
them,
frozen.
Cake?
Sure.
Just find a way to pay your bills, or I need you out by the end of next week.
Next, we honor the guardian.
Bills?
With his gentle nature and kind spirit, Martian Man made Earth his home.
You can do that. Perhaps.
Perhaps, yeah.
Midnight City. Been a virtual no man's land since the Midnight Magician cursed it back in '02.
What? It's so weird.
Let me know when you're done playing tourist.
Whoa. Okay, so no one goes here. Or do people still live here?
Helping make sure scum like you never hurt another
Wait.
innocent person again.
Isn't that?
Yeah, like there was one of the Guardians.
Yeah,
was...
yeah. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Darkwing. Yeah, sorry.
Exactly.
I was Nightboy, his assistant.
Oh.
Assistant?
Robin.
You mean sidekick?
We don't use that term.
He's lost it.
You think?
You hear them too?
Huh?
The voices.
Oh, man. Hey, you're coming with
Oh,
me.
man. That's gonna hurt. Whoa!
Welcome to the Shadowverse.
Shadowverse.
Let go!
Not until you take me back. Guess who they'll eat first?
Just get out of there.
You would never.
Like you said, I'm Omni-Man's son.
No, Mark, don't.
Don't pull that one.
We lost you for a minute. Where were you?
You'll have to ask Darkwing's sidekick.
Donald?
Debbie, are you okay?
She was just leaving.
That was Donald.
I don't know what that was about.
So he's a clone or something.
Yeah.
Right?
What are you doing in a Burger Mart shirt?
It's called an honest day's work.
At the furniture store. You've been there for 20 years.
Until you people turn the Chicago corporate office into a pile of rubble.
You people?
I can give you and Mom whatever you want.
I've provided for this family longer than you've been alive.
There, 24 karat. You can sell this.
Turn it back.
Let your daughter help you.
Like, I get his point of view.
Yeah, I get it as well.
Surprise! I'm taking you to lunch.
Unexpected, but appreciated. Let me go grab my bag. There's this great Thai place down the street.
She seems a lot different this season.
Yeah. Maybe like she's just really settled into the relationship and she's happy.
Sure, yeah. She also knows what's going on at this point. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Mark, I need you.
Damn it.
Give me a sec.
Go save the world, Invincible. Just make sure the voice in your ear isn't the only one you listen to.
What about...
Shouldn't you take her back?
Take her back.
Also, I need to take you back to work first.
Yes.
What the heck? What kind of work is this? What are we doing?
Turns out the Atlanteans are sore about Omni-Man murdering their king Aquarius.
Oh.
Since your dad vanished like a fart in a hurricane, Atlantean law dictates that his sentence falls to his next of kin.
Oh shit.
According to Atlantean custom, the only way to atone for the king's murder is to marry his widow.
What?
I can't marry a fish. I have a girlfriend.
Relax. Strictly symbolic.
Okay.
Talk to me.
It's the Lizard League, sir.
The what?
You called me back for the Lizard League? We got King Lizard rotting in a prison cell.
It appears that Supreme Lizard has seized control.
Supreme. That's fucking serious, man.
If they can't take down the Lizard League, they'll never be ready.
Not this bullshit again. I'm not doing another me.
Who are you?
It's the Martian.
I call me the Shapesmith.
Things usually this weird around here?
You have no idea.
Speaking of weird, fucking Atlantis.
You know, you seem super nice. It just wouldn't feel right.
What do you speak of?
Isn't that why I'm here? To be your new king?
I commanded this kingdom for a decade while Aquarius played dress up with you humans.
Oh, then we're not getting married?
Okay.
What do you think we are, savages?
Cecil was just fucking with him, or?
Perhaps.
So what's a new law?
Oh shit.
Trial by combat.
Release the Death Dweller!
Fucking knew it.
Is he hindered it by, like, in any way by the water?
I don't think.
What?
Okay.
Oh no.
I win. Can I go now?
It's part of something bigger.
Yes.
Whoop.
I was thinking like a...
Whoa.
What are those called?
The deep underwater fish that has like a thing that'll like lure in.
Yes.
Yeah.
The catfish? Is that?
No.
No.
When you earn the money,
wow,
you can decide where we live.
She's not your pet.
Oh. Aw, poor woman.
Why don't you take the rest of the day off? I'll call you later.
Oh, poor Mark.
It seems a bit like he's...
Not as powerful underwater.
Yeah, because like... Yeah.
Maybe he's just holding back a little bit right now.
That makes sense because water, like, it provides resistance.
Mm.
So it was slow. And it's a great conductor for sound.
How far away is that backup? Incoming.
Whoa.
You're just gonna... Uh-oh. No. But now that thing has Now that thing is loose.
Yeah.
It's gonna wreak havoc on Atlantis instead, isn't it?
Exactly.
Oh.
That thing got loose. It's killing everyone.
Well, they should have thought about that before they brought it home from the store.
Well, yes, but can't just leave them all to die.
All they wanted was justice for what my dad did.
Dude,
You're not your father.
listen
Mark.
to your own voice. Come on.
Hmm.
Listen to what Amber said.
That's why I'm going back.
Still pretty damn strong underwater.
Yeah.
What's the plan here? Choke it with its own chain? Nope. Oh shit! Oh no! It pulled the Balrog.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Oh, but he made it.
You got lucky this time.
Lucky?
Lucky?
Atlantis is calling it even since you saved the Queen's life. The next time I give you an order...
You listen.
But you gave him the wrong... The fuck...
Give it to the boys in R&D. I want to report in a week.
Yes, sir.
How can I use this as a weapon?
Yeah.
The whole lot was unstable. That's why the city never built there. It's a miracle nobody was killed.
Oh, yeah.
What happens when you think rules are just for us pathetic normal people? Your powers don't make you a hero. They make you dangerous. Well, don't come back until you figure that out.
He's a piece of work.
Yeah.
Like, I understand all of his reasons and everything. But he's a piece of work.
Yeah, that's not the way you talk to your daughter. Oh, Debbie.
Wait, what's that?
What's what?
Like, there's a bottle of...
Bottle of something.
Okay. It didn't matter. It was just... She was just... done.
Hmm.
Look at all those things.
Ooh, why don't you show him the shower, Immortal? It's super roomy.
I was born a baby human right here on the planet of Earth.
No.
I got my superpowers in a random industrial accident.
No.
I swore to use my abilities for good and to help people and to protect my planet.
Sean Ralphio. It's Sean Ralphio.
Oh. Sure?
Yeah. 100%.
Because I am a normal human superhero.
Sorry, that was so loud.
But we are not a joke. No matter what social media says.
Lizard Society. Oh, no. Society. Lizard League.
We're unstoppable.
And under my leadership.
They are kind of pathetic.
All hail to the...
Oh. Well, he's dead.
King Lizard! Any objections?
Oh. So that's King Lizard and King Lizard is back, or... The fuck?
Why should I tell you anything? Who the hell are you anyway?
Wait, what?
Think of me as an old friend.
Oh.
Freeze! Who the hell are you?
What?
This is
oh, yeah.
Make him pay for what he did to your world.
What? Hey, you promised you'd help me! Hey!
This
Don't
is
leave
what
me here! Hey!
Cecilia and...
Cecilia and...
Donna?
Oh, yeah, maybe. But that was season 2, episode 2. In about 6 hours, I lose my virginity to a fish. Well, that didn't happen. That was... It's rare that Cecil makes a mistake like that, it seems. Where he just, like, it was completely outdated customs and not anything they do any longer. Or did he know? Or, like, He's really a mysterious character, and someone that I don't know if we should trust him at all, or like,
or trust not to trust him?
not. Yeah, I don't. We know that there's always something going on with the guy, and even in this episode, the whole Donald thing, I was already like, and I'm sure there was a reaction from many people with Donald, was like, how is he alive? And he doesn't even know that himself.
No.
Most likely a clone that doesn't know that he's a clone. Debbie was also quite confused, but Cecil is keeping it from him for some reason. And then he's also always like trying to have some sort of a backup when it comes to, okay, this thing can take out someone like Mark, and when he says something, it's like, yeah, it makes sense, but do I trust that you don't have an ulterior motive? So that, yeah, I'm sure that's the purpose of the character, that you're always going to be like, okay, so what do you really mean? What are you really after?
Yeah, and in season 1, if I remember correctly, though we also had all of these, like, there's something up with Cecil.
Yeah.
And I feel like at least the explanation in that season was that he is a utilitarian, that for him, humans are, like, human life is, like, the most sacred, if you can say it like that. Like, that's what he's only there to protect. But the means to, he'll gladly take on the role of a villain to protect
Earth, or like he'll do anything to protect Earth and humanity.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But and he'll take make weapons out of anything, and that's also why I commented what I did, that that sound that the depth dweller, whatever, it was omitting. He said, like, analyze that sound and put it to R&D, and R&D, it's like something and development. I can't remember what the R is for, but it's basically like, this is like the department in a company where it's like they develop stuff, and like they research. I think it's research and development. Yeah. So that's where he's making new weapons and prototypes and all of this stuff.
Yes.
So he's gonna make a weapon out of that.
Presumably, or something. But besides that, a lot is going on, and that is really like something I was just sort of reminded of getting back into Invincible, is like just how dense this world is, and it feels so lived in a way where like a lot has happened before like we got thrown into the story, and they'll do things like, oh, here's this section of the city that's kind of closed off because it's been cursed straight up, and it's always dark in there, and then we have like, oh yeah, Darkwing, that's right, and got killed in the first episode, and a member of the original Guardians. But he had not a sidekick, but an assistant, because
sidekick is degrading.
And so yeah, Invincible had to take care of him, and then we also get introduced to the whole Atlantis situation, where of course there's an Atlantis, and we knew the Aquarius, was that the guy, the name of the king of Atlantis, who was also with the Guardians. So yeah, it makes sense that there are more fish people like him, and they live underwater. Sure. So just tying that together, and that they are upset that their king died, even though he was just playing superhero on the surface. Then we also have the Mars stuff going on, linking back to that, because that was sort of a story thread from the first season that they just left completely open, where, oh yeah, Mark, you're going to Mars and stuff went down, but then something also came back with them, and that was this, like, not just the Martian, but the creature that will kill all Martians and pretty much everyone in the galaxy. Like, that was extremely dangerous. from what I remember from that episode. But now
we even saw it like in flashbacks.
Yeah, we did.
Like, his life, how was that?
Yeah, but now this guy thing is just wants to be a superhero as well. Wants to live on Earth and not very familiar with anything that's going on. Now called shapeshifter. So that's also gonna be interesting, and the whole situation that's going on with the Guardians right now, with Immortal as the leader.
Mm-hmm. But I'm a bit confused about how he was just so quickly just a shapeshifter, just taking him in.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, shouldn't you be a bit more wary, or
that's what I mean.
Do some background checks or anything before you hire someone new for your very important superhero team? Because Immortal's been around for a while. He should know that, and it seems like he's a very by the book kind of a person. Or maybe he's just not that bright. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know much about him. Despite him having lived for a long time in many lives.
Yeah.
But I was a bit, because we didn't hear why he was terminated. Why he was terminated from his job. We just saw him acting up, and then he was told like go to therapy, and
that might have just have been
they could
the
just
outcome from that.
Yeah, exactly. They could just have quickly just like that was his.
You're not fit for this any longer.
We have to let you go. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but they still didn't mention. So perhaps it was just like they explained it like that.
Yeah.
With her, the
Dum-dum
landlord coming saying, well, you have to pay your bills somehow.
Yes, and he wasn't able to for a while. And
I know that you just lost your job, but you have to pay your bills.
Yeah.
And perhaps that was the series' way of telling us that he was just being let
go by his makes sense. What else fracking went on in this episode? The Lizard League, they're gonna come back because they sort of just like it ended the episode almost pretty much with that. And Lizard King, right? King Lizard just took over again from Supreme Lizard or Lizard Supreme. I don't.
We don't know if it was him.
Yeah, we don't know if it was him. But it seems like they are a threat, but also a bit of a laughingstock, and like even members of the Lizard League, when they were. The Supreme dude was doing like the speech in front of all of their soldiers, whatever those things were. Like was just standing like, oh. So that's also going to be interesting to see where that leads. But like the most what I really like besides just all the weirdness that's going on and all the crazy characters and crazy storylines, it is how real the characters feel inside of it and their reaction to a lot of this. So like everything that went on with Debbie and Mark as well, like specifically, and those two, and also Adam, Eve, and her parents, like that's the emotional core of the series, and that's still very, very strong. And
and I just want to commend the voice acting of Sandra Oh.
Oh yes, and Debbie.
Debbie,
yes.
I just want to commend her on her job, because I think like she's just stellar at portraying Debbie. It's like you can just hear it in her voice.
Yeah.
How much she is Debbie for me.
Yeah, she's like such a great character inside of again like this very colorful world full of superheroes and like really interesting characters. But she's
dealing with it.
Yes, dealing with a lot, and I think like by far one of the most sympathetic characters definitely in the show, and someone you really care for and root for, and with everything that she went through freaking Nolan. Like it's so understandable how she's reacting. And I'm just gonna like bring up the cast list because there are so many like really big names in this, and just like great actors, voice actors overall that I think like deserves a lot of credit. It just hit me that Steven Yeun, like even though we never really mention him, but the voice actor of Mark, like that he is also
he's
doing such a great job. Like everyone always talks about J.K. Simmons, for example, but I'd say that like Steven Yeun is, he's really great at capturing Mark, and he's such a big part of this series. And I totally forgot it was Sassy Beats who's the voice of Amber. And I was right in the previous one where Angstrom Levi, Angstrom Levi, I think that was how you said his name. The brain guy.
We saw him in the end.
In the end here, Sterling K. Brown. That's him. And then Walton Goggins as Cecil. That's right. Gillian Jacobs as Eve. We of course knew that. I didn't know that Tatiana Maslany she voiced Aquaria.
Yeah, but it was so quick that we.
Yeah. So just a quick guest role. Then we have another actor that I really like, Scoot McNeary. Amazing name, Scoot. He was King Lizard in the end.
Oh, because it was King Lizard.
Yes, okay. And then of course Ben Swartz as Shapeshift.
It's just, like with such a distinguished, like I've watched Parks and Rec
many times.
So just and he has a quite distinctive voice. So just just shutting off your like some of your senses just focus
on the voice.
And
focus on the voice.
And then I just saw him like
yes.
Sean Ralphio, yeah.
Sean Ralphio, man.
So yeah, but there's also the whole Eve stuff, and I definitely get her father. It must be hard. For so many people, basing their entire personality around the job that you like, or just having a job, or being a provider, stuff like that. Like I'm that guy, so I totally get that once he got that taken away from him, and especially by repercussions like that his daughter was involved with, or in somehow superheroes, definitely a hard punch. Like I'm not saying that I condone his actions, but I just understand some of those feelings. Like he's working hard, and especially if he had to provide for two people besides himself. So I totally get that, but also sometimes you have to just bite the bullet, and just take some help, man. Accept some help.
Yeah, sure. But he was also, and we saw that in the end, referring to her trying to help out but not helping out by doing it wrong. And that hurt, because we just saw what she did early on, and she was even told in that scene that, yeah, sure, we appreciate the help, but we don't know, is that up to code? Is that good enough? And it wasn't. Even though like that mom and her daughter like went up and thanked her, it felt great in that moment, but then after that, the thing still fell apart, or it wasn't good enough. It was not up to code. Yes. So she definitely did not help in that situation, and that must be really tough as well, because she has the abilities and like capabilities to help, and she wants to help, but maybe it's all about doing it through the right channels, or
sure, she can provide the materials, she can help with her transmutation thing. I was actually thinking perhaps a transmutation makes matter weaker. I don't know, like when, for example, if you reuse plastic, you can't just constantly, like, it's not, at some point the plastic will become too weak to yeah. So perhaps it's something like that as well. Like if she's not transmutating it properly, then perhaps like it gets
Maybe.
weaker or something.
So that whole...
But still, like especially like you can make the materials and you can put it together, but if you don't know what things to look for, like all of that, like it has to be up to code. It makes sense. Like it does make sense, and unfortunately with bureaucracy and having like all of these like
all this red
tape. Like all this red tape. You have to go through the proper channels and everything. It sucks, but sometimes it's necessary. And we saw right here why it's necessary. And that's very unfortunate. But hopefully she can learn from it and still like her powers make them, what's it called?
Make good use of them.
Make good use of them.
Yeah. Hopefully she can bounce back from that. But that was definitely a big blow. Yeah, for sure. And let's then end with the
ending.
Yeah, the ending scene from the happening in another multiverse where they captured Mark, and it was one of those where he teamed up with his dad, but apparently also a universe where Cecil is Cecilia and Donald is what was it? Donna? Yeah. we might never see them again. But interesting seeing that, and then getting probably the overall villain of the season, Angstrom Levy, Angstrom Levy, that guy.
Yeah.
Yes. He's looking for weaknesses when it comes to Mark.
Yeah.
But he's seems like he's now focused on one specific Mark, and it's probably going to be our Mark, and that's like the one Mark who does not deserve it because he did not team up with his dad. So wherever that goes, that's going to be a thing. Definitely.
Perhaps for Angstrom, it's going to be like he's so afraid of Mark's potential to shift opinion, or like
like he's if he ever goes bad, then
then that like if there's just a slight risk of that happening, then he just wants to eliminate all that risk. But the unfortunate thing is that you then doom the good Mark, like the versions where he actually does not team up with his dad because he is also his mother's son. So
of course.
It's some very interesting philosophy thoughts to juggle with, but and just very quickly, in the last one I mentioned that the creator of the series hates superheroes. I think I mixed
you mixed up with the creator of The Boys,
Garth Ennis of The Boys. And I'm very sorry for that. It's just like sometimes with some of these like characters and stuff, it feels like it's a big spoof, but
sure.
Like it's a bit
and Invincible and The Boys kind of sit like one being live action and the other's animated, but they're both out there crazy R-rated superhero stories with a lot of blood and violence and but still very well written, yada yada. So like it makes sense for me at least. Like you could get them mixed up, like the creators of the two.
Sure. Yeah. I think that's definitely what happened.
Definitely.
Another thing is some people said, Invincible is 20 years old now and had the multiverse stuff back then. I just want to say that Marvel's multiverse stuff that they're pulling on right now is from the 60s and 70s. So I don't want to be like chicken or the egg, but
I think like when people say, oh damn, they're also doing multiverse, like what we said, and it's not that we have a huge issue with it or anything. It's just many of Invincible, be it Invincible or Marvel, DC, whatever it is. Yeah, they've done multiverse before. It's not like the concept of multiverses aren't a new thing, but it's just in visual media, they're all doing it
right
now at the same time. It seems like so that's just that was why.
That was it. And like the only reference point is because I haven't read Invincible.
No. So like it's the big one that everyone knows about. It's Marvel.
Yeah.
So that's the one that we typically reference when it comes to that. Yes, but should we move on to
let's
Danish word of the day and then wrap it up? Yeah. And we've already translated fish before. Otherwise, that was fairly obvious, I guess. So let's go with lizard, because if we had the lizard league, and they might become a big part of this, or maybe not, but still. Lizard in Danish is
Firben.
Yes, which just like if you translate it directly back, it means
four legs.
4 legs. That's how, like, I don't know how, like, whoever came up with that, like, Danish, just looking at the thing, going like, oh,
got 4 legs.
That's a 4-legger,
yeah.
and like all the other animals, they also. Never mind. Yeah, that's what it's called in Danish. Firben. Lizard sounds better, but
it sounds cool with a C, you know.
Yeah, lizard, and then we have Firben, just 4 legs. Anything else we want to add to it before? Nope. All right, that's going to do it then for this reaction and review of Invincible, Season 2, Episode 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you as soon as possible. Bye.
Bye.